This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen to people like me. This is crazy. I don't even know where I am. All I know is I'm riding in the dark in a trailer pulled by a pickup down an interstate. It isn't even my trailer. I don't know who owns it or who's driving the pickup pulling it, but I'll get to all of that. I'm recording all of this with my phone. Someone needs to hear this story if I don't make it out of this mess alive. Okay, let me go back a week. I graduated from college on Saturday I probably shouldn't say the name of the college or even my own name. I graduated from college, period. It almost seems funny now if I felt like laughing. I wanted an adventure before I got a job, assuming anyone was hiring English majors. So I took my graduation gift money and planned a solo road trip across the country. Mom thought I was crazy. Dad thought I was cool. He filled up my tank and they saw me off on Sunday morning. I said I'd be back in a month. I got lost an hour out. Maybe that was a sign. I don't drive much and I'd never driven out of state. And this was a small road with almost no signs. I was fine though, I just wound up... What was that? I thought I heard something at the door, but we're still moving. I'm safe in this trailer, I think. At least until we stop. Oh, deep breaths. Deep breaths. I'm looking out the window now and it's nothing but endless fields. We're still on the interstate. When I feel us slowing down, I'll go back and hide in the bunk room. No, that's too dangerous. Someone might find me there. I should stand by the door and then bolt out as soon as we stop. Maybe no one will see me and I can just run into the rest stop or the gas station or the woods or whatever. Okay, where was I? Right, lost in the boondocks. It wasn't so bad. I wanted to see America, and here it was, part of it anyway. I drove this little road and a dozen others, turning when it felt right until I got hungry. Mom had packed me some snacks, but I knew I needed to economize. The longer my food and gas and cash lasted, the longer this trip could be. Back home was reality and eventually a job. I wanted to milk this trip. That's why I did something I normally wouldn't do. Driving along this little road, I saw a handmade sign for a family reunion. I've been to plenty of my own family reunions, so I knew how these things went. So many people from such distant families that no one knew everybody. And most people knew only a fraction of the people there. Here was my first meal, and it would not cost me a cent. Genius idea. I pulled over, parked near the entrance in case I had to make a quick exit, and wandered around until I saw this sea of people. I found the food table and would have just piled some mac and cheese and cookies to go, but that would have been a little too obvious. So I joined the crowd, faked a smile at some total strangers, but stayed close to the perimeter. There was this picnic table a little out of the way, so I planted myself there. It was in the perfect spot, down a little hill and next to some trees, so I could be practically invisible. That's when it happened. The conversation that changed my life. It might eventually get me killed.